7 Thursday morning, big weekend at the movies. We had the pink carpet rolled out, didn't we? Last night in central London. Not the red carpet, pink carpet for what was the European premiere of the Barbie movie. The cast were all out in force. Margot Robbie, who plays Barbie, Ryan Gosling, who plays Ken, of course. I'm delighted to say, watching it all last night. Stratford upon Avon movie critic Victoria Luxford with us this morning. Hi, Victoria.
Good morning.
I mean, I've been just obviously, doing this, got to go to bed early and all of that. So I've been sort of catching up with the footage this morning. I mean, it was properly pink, wasn't it, last night?
Yes, I believe it took over London. I believe the Barbican tube station was the Barbican tube station for the night.
Yeah.
And pink everywhere. I believe whoever has done the publicity campaign for that deserves a medal.
So the movie doesn't actually open here in Coventry and Warwick until next weekend. So I'm sure you'll come round to preview and reviewing that in time for that. But as a bit of a sneaky peek for the movie, here's a little bit of what you can expect when it comes out next week.
Barbie in the real world. That's impossible.
If this got out, this could mean extremely weird things for our world. This would be catastrophic!
Wow, this is the real world. What's going on? Why are these men looking at me?
Yeah, they're also staring at me.
Caught up on the pink carpet last night, Margot Robbie saying Barbie might not be the character in this movie that you're expecting.
The movie kind of kicks off with the Barbie I play having an existential crisis, and there's a big journey for both the character I play and America's character and Ryan's character. Everyone's kind of going on their own journey, and everyone's kind of struggling with their own, I guess, doubts about themselves.
Got plans to see this at all, Victoria?
If I can, I know the press screenings are very oversubscribed, so I'm going to do my best. It, of course, opens the same week as Oppenheimer, Christopher Nolan's new film. But both are hugely anticipated. Apparently, tens of thousands of people are planning a very unusual double bill of the pair, but it's great for cinema.
Cillian Murphy, of course, Thomas Shelby, Peaky Blinders in the Oppenheimer movie to look forward to as well this summer. More immediately, though, Victoria, you've got some ideas of what you can be watching this weekend, starting at the cinema. What's on this weekend that's caught your eye?
My best of cinema this week is Insidious, The Red Door. It's in cinemas now. It's a horror sequel about a family plagued by sinister demons.
When I was 10, I was in a coma. But I don't even remember being sick. I'm seeing crazy stuff. I think these drawings could be clues from my past.
There's so much you don't know, and I was too scared to tell you the truth.
Our family has been keeping secrets. They suppressed our memories, but I can still feel something following us.
There's only one way to find out.
Okay, a bit of Tiptoe to the Tulips there in the background of the soundtrack of that. It doesn't bode well, does it? It all sounds very sinister indeed, Victoria.
It is, would you believe, the fifth installment of the Insidious saga, bringing back some of the original cast and a lot of the shock scares that have made it a success. A little bit formulaic at this point. I suppose you have to be 5 movies in. But if you're looking for something scarier amongst the big action movies, the indies, the Mission Impossibles this summer, this is not a bad choice.
I was going to say, because it's really up against some competition, isn't it? Mission Impossible, Dead Reckoning, Indiana Jones, Dial of Destiny, Spider-Man still around, isn't it? Across the Spider-Verse. How do you think it will do in that sort of summer blockbuster battle that's out there?
Well, there's always a alternative choice. I think there's usually a movie that does pretty well in spite of being, perhaps because of being a little bit different. And I'm sure the makers of this film will be hoping for that.
Insidious, The Red Door, cinemas in Coventry and Warwickshire from this weekend. From something in the cinema to something, Victoria, we can all watch at home.
My best of home this week is A League of Their Own on ITVX now. It's a classic comedy loosely based on the all-women's baseball league that emerged during World War II.
You ever hear of Walter Harvey? He's starting a girls' baseball league. Want to play? Huh? Gonna have 4 teams, 16 girls to a team. Some of you's are gonna have to go home. Okay, some of them are going home.
I want you to manage one of the new girls' baseball teams.
I haven't got ball players, I've got girls. There's no crying in baseball.
Now, do you need to understand, Victoria, baseball in order to enjoy this movie? That's my first question.
Not at all. This was a big hit in the 90s, regardless of your knowledge of the of America's pastime, and that's because of the big names in the cast: Gina Davis, Madonna, Tom Hanks as the coach, who you just heard there saying there's no crying in baseball. But it's a fictional take on a real story, but full of heart, lovely moments. It's about finding your purpose in very uncertain times. Definitely worth checking out.
Good stuff. League of Their Own is on ITVX now to be enjoyed this weekend. And a family classic, Victoria, somewhere we can all curl up and watch this weekend. What have we gone for?
My family classic this week is The Pirates, a Band of Misfits on Netflix now. It's an Aardman animation starring Hugh Grant as a pirate who plans a big adventure to win Pirate of the Year.
He's not the greatest pirate captain.
I'm here for your gold. Afraid we don't have any gold, old man. This is a leper boat.
See? And they're not the finest crew. But this is their big chance.
The Pirate of the Year award.
Every time I've entered, I've failed to win, so I must have a really good chance this time.
To turn it all around.
Sorry.
Does this the one that includes who's the famous scientist who goes off on the boat, the Beagle, and
Charles Darwin.
Charles Darwin. Has this got a Darwin character in there? And there's a twist with the dodo. Have I got the wrong movie?
You've got exactly the right movie. David Tennant as a young Charles Darwin, and he's just part of this glorious family movie. If you know Aardman animation, you'll know the sort of thing this brings. A lot of laughs, light humour, visual gags. This is a beginning of Hugh Grant leaning into slightly sillier roles, going on to things like Paddington 2, and soon to be the original Oompa Loompa in the new Willy Wonka movie out.
We were talking about that earlier.
December. Yes, he seems to be on a bit of a tear of slightly sillier roles. However, he's just brilliant, and I think helped by that great cast, including David Tennant, I think Ashley Jensen as well. Really good fun for all the family.
Is this one of those where the Americans have kind of renamed it? Because I seem to remember it coming out as The Pirates with scientists in an adventure. And a bit like Harry Potter, they kind of sort of simplified this for the American audience with the title and called it this Band of Misfits thing.
Right again, yes, it was an adventure with scientists in the UK, but I think on streaming, at least the one I looked at, it was Band of Misfits.
There you go. Making Netflix friendly. Right there. Okay, good to know, though. Yeah, because it did. I was like, I'm sure I've seen that movie. I'm sure that's not what it was called, but good. Fantastic. Lovely. Victoria, thank you very much indeed. Down Stratford Way on last Sunday, I was sampling the street food on Saturday in the market out there. It was busy as ever and lovely to see it. So enjoy the weekend. Then we'll speak again next week.
Thank you.
Victoria Luxford, our movie critic in Stratford-upon-Avon this morning. Movie picks for you every Thursday right here on CWR to bring you up to date.